Someone just wrote in and said, how do you do dirty talk? I never learned this. I'm what you call a good girl. And so it's not natural to me, but I really want to learn it.
I just want to start. Just now.
You're so covered with mud.
You're so dirty and greasy. There's mud all over you.
This is Reid Mahako from inaudible.Do.
This is Cathy from the intimacydojo.com. And then that was not what you meant.
No.
Okay, so there's some really great resources out there. Tina Horn just wrote a book on dirty talk. Amy Jo Goddard teaches some workshops on these things. I know I'm forgetting. There's going to be like 8 different sex geeks who are like, I teach that workshop too. So I apologize for not being able to name everybody.
He didn't know what the question was to like.
Yeah, you always bring up the questions on me. So here's what I do as somebody who used to not be a good dirty talker. Mm-hmm. The reason I wasn't a good dirty talker is I didn't know what to say either, because the people who would say talk dirty to me wouldn't tell me what they were into, so I felt like I was going to do it wrong. Mm-hmm. So what I like to do in my geeky ways with the people that I like is I'm like, if I were to talk dirty to you,
what would I tell them?
What kind of things would I talk about? Are there particular scenarios? Mm-hmm. Like, what does your brain find erotic? Do you like pirates? Should I be talking about Batman and Robin? Am I talking about how I've tied you up and now you cannot move? Or perhaps I'm the one who's tied up and you're taking advantage of me. Like, all of these things right now. We know what Cathy's in. So first I want to find out what's erotic for them so I can understand the scene and the setting and the scenario. I'm also an extrovert and a nerdy extrovert. And then the other thing that's really useful is to ask what kind of words are really hot for you, like what kind of dirty words. And then this is the one everyone forgets. What words should I never, ever use? Someone
might think slut is really hot, and another person might be like, don't ever call me that.
Oh, you dirty slut, you. And then music's like, even though no one plays needles on records anymore.
No. And some of you may not know what that means.
What that means, so we're aging ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, find out what words don't work for them, and also find out for yourself what words don't work. Mm-hmm. Find out what words really turn them on. What are some of their favorite dirty words? Yeah. Right? Because I've had friends who are like, no, I want you to use cunt, and I want you to call me this and that. And I'm like, I can use that word? Like, it just wouldn't have occurred to me. Yeah. Whereas with somebody else, if I had used the C word, totally would have got them out of the moment.
And out of your bed.
And out of their bed or my bed. And then the scenarios. Once you start to do those things, I practice texting those things to the people that I'm dirty talking with. And I say, hey, I'm going to practice my dirty talk because I'm now texting and getting comfortable using the words and putting scenarios together. You know, Batman's calling you a dirty little slut, blah, 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 whatever. And then if you're really nerdy or super shy or whatever it is, you can read your texts. If they work, they're like, yeah, this is hot. And you're like, okay, good. Practice reading your texts to yourself in the mirror so that you can just get over all the weirdness of, wow, I look stupid saying this. Because if it really works for them, remember what our orgasm faces look like and how stupid most of us look with the O face, but no one's complaining. So if you think you look stupid dirty talking, as long as you're in the right neighborhood of dirty talk for them, they don't care. Yeah. It's working for them. That's my quick advice.
Yeah. I love it. I love the idea of asking them and getting the feedback and then practicing it.
Research.
Yeah. I remember, what was the conference, the event we went to right after camp?
Amherst Revolt.
So I was laying by the pool. We were in the pool while Tina Horn was was telling someone about her talk.
Dirty talk book.
And she was saying one of the basic things and I thought this was so brilliant, was she says, you tell them what you're going to do them. You tell them what you're doing while you're doing it, and then you tell them what you just did to them. And that's
a super simple formula. That's
and
genius.
It's hot as hell. It's like, I'm going to tie you up and like
I'm going to tie you up and then take my batarang and trace your nipples with it. And you don't have to use the voice, by the way. And then this is my batarang and I'm tracing your nipples with it. And then after it's like, I've traced your nipples with my batarang.
What's a batarang?
Why are we friends?
I'm sorry.
Why are we friends?
I'm sorry.
You have to teach Cathy Vartuli what a batarang is. Your job, viewers. Teach Cathy Vartuli in the comment section below, what is a batarang? We hope this advice was good for you. This is going to be fun. All right, leave comments. What's a batarang? Cathy needs to know, my geeky friends. We hope this was useful. Check out Tina Horn's book, Amy Jo Goddard, and a bunch of other awesome people out there.
Yeah, we'll leave some lists below.
Bye.
Thanks for tuning in, Sex Geek. If you would like to continue with the brain sex, do me a favor and click subscribe right here. If you'd like to watch me on social media, that's where you're going to go. Next video, maybe? And if you really would like your own Sex Geek t-shirt, please click right here, right now. Boop. No, really, like...